G'day guys, Adrian here. Today I'm going to do a really quick video on some really good Schrade knives, and they're all coming into that budget sort of price range. So let's get into it and I'll show you a few. So first up, we got the F3 from Schrade. Now this is a very, very popular model from Schrade, being that it's very heavy duty. It is a very nice, robust outdoor knife. This does run stainless steel, but you can see for how thick it is, general camp craft, a little bit of wood batoning, things like that. F3 is more than capable of. Some of the features that I really like about this is the fact that this micarta handle is very sculpted. So it does give you a very, very comfortable grip. If you were gonna use this for extended periods of time in and around the camp, out hunting, things like that, yeah, just a very comfortable full-size knife. And on the blade, guys, it does feature some quite aggressive serrations. So, you know, really good for like all your rope cutting, things like that. If you did want to take this knife fishing as well, it is a very good option, just being that it does have a hollow grind. So it's not a filleting knife, but it is quite thin behind that blade. So all your sort of meat preparation with fish and stuff as well, more than capable of. So I'll just move quickly onto the sheath and show you guys. So it's a basic ballistic nylon style sheath. It does have molly attachments on the back, so any of you tack guys out there wanting to, you know, drop leg this, put it on some molly webbing, your load bearing equipment, things like that, more than capable with this sheath. You've got a little accessory pouch at the front, all your fire flints, steels, emergency fishing kit, snare wire, compasses, things like that. You can put this in there and yeah, adds as like a little survival pouch too. Next, we're gonna have a look at the Schrade F27. Now, this is a slightly newer model that we've got in. Again, it runs on a stainless steel. So this roll would be more of like a camp craft style knife, light to medium sort of woodworking duties. What I like about this knife is the fact that it does have a plastic all-weather handled. So if you were to leave this outside overnight in the rain, you don't have problems like say with a leather handle. It's going to start filling up with water. You run into problems with cracking, splitting, things like that. Just really low maintenance as far as the stainless steel blade and the all-weather handle. It does actually have a little multi-tool in the back here. There's basically a little ring here. You just pull that down and slide your little tool out. You've got a little flathead screwdriver. You've got a little emergency belt cutter. You've got everyone's favorite necessity, a little bottle opener. You've also got some hex drivers as well. Yeah, just slides up in that handle. You don't even know it's there. All right, guys, but yeah, a really cool conversation piece being that it does have that emergency bottle opener in it. So yeah, it'd be a good laugh for you in and around the camp. And all of a sudden you just whip this out and you save the day by being able to pop everyone's beers open. We'll have a quick look at the sheath. Again, guys, all-weather knife, all-weather sheath. Now, this isn't what they call Kydex, but this is a hard molded plastic. So again, what's good about this is if you're out in the elements, you get this full of rain, it falls in water, things like that. Very low maintenance, so very easy to clean and very easy to service. It does come with a little belt loop. You can see that it does have various lashing points as well. Whether or not you wanted to zip tie this to some molly webbing or configure it on your load bearing gear, the option's up to you. Just another really good outdoor option from Schrade. All right, guys, next we're gonna have a look at the Schrade F13. Now, this is a great knife for anyone looking for something that's not too big. If you have like an axe or a machete that takes care of all those bigger chopping tasks, then the Schrade F13 is a really good option to check out. Like these other two models, it does have stainless steel on for the blade. Now, the role this knife would serve out in the bush would be a great little hunting knife, food preparation, and just some light batoning, shelter building, all that sort of good stuff. Now, the F13 does feature some G10 handles. You can get a really good secure purchase on this if you are doing a little bit of heavier sort of duty work. I'll show you quickly what the sheath looks like. This is more of a Kydex sheath. So basically what Kydex is thermoplastic. So it comes in a sheet. As soon as it gets enough heat into it, it'll actually be able to bend and you can meld it into any shape you want. So in this case, they've just molded it into the actual knife sheath itself. Retention on these styles of sheath is really good, as I'll demonstrate. Because they're molded and form fitted for the actual knife, they lock in. So once that's in, it's not coming out. A little bit smaller than the other two that I've shown you, but not after a big choppy style knife. And you just want, you know, that 4-inch style, F13 is definitely the option to check out. All right, last but not least, we'll check out the Schrade F51. Like all these other Schrades, again, guys, very, very popular knife for a number of reasons. This is a really good budget-friendly survival knife. Unlike these last 3 Schrades that I've shown you, this is actually carbon steel, so very, very tough piece of kit. Now this knife is modeled off similar knives in the market. Probably the first one that comes to mind would be the Becker BK2. So some of the great features on this knife, this rubberized grip. Now, as soon as you grip onto this, it is very, very tactile. So wet hands, sweaty hands, any sort of moisture, it's not really affecting it much. So yeah, just a really comfortable handle. You also have a little finger choil up here. Again, a bit of a necessity on a survival style knife, being that if you did want to do a little bit more detailed work, put your index finger in there, and now you've got a lot more control over the front of the blade. It's nice to see that it's got a lanyard hole. It doesn't come supplied with a lanyard, but if you are whaling on this thing, batoning, things like that, it's nice to be able to put that lanyard on there and secure it to your hand. Just makes it a little bit safer for yourself and anyone else around you if you are getting stuck into it. You can see the sheath is just that standard ballistic nylon style. It isn't a very tactical sheath, so you don't have any options for molly mounting. It's just the standard belt loop drop style, just like that. So like the F3, you have a little accessory pouch in the front, but Schrade have been kind enough to actually put some goodies in here for you. A diamond pad, so really great if you want to service your blade in the field, resharpen, all that sort of thing. You've also got a little ferro rod with a steel striker on it, so great piece of kit, and we think this is an absolute survival essential. So guys, it comes free with the knife. Yeah, really good option. So there you have it, guys. Some really great options for Schrade at a really budget-friendly price. Anyone looking for a new outdoor knife that doesn't want to break the bank, Schrade is a really, really good brand to have a look at. As always, we sell these. You know where to get them. Click the link in the description below or head to www.extac.com.au. Thanks for watching, guys.